Building a better marketing system. Building a marketing system. This is Bruce May. I'm the founder of Bizperity and your instructor for this series. This course, Building a Marketing System, includes two micro courses, the Bizperity Marketing Criteria and the Bizperity Marketing Level Assessment. This micro course, the Bizperity Marketing Criteria, includes the 6 micro lessons shown on the right. Benefits of a marketing system, system structure, management processes, management requirements, streamlining strategic planning, and using the criteria. This video covers our micro lesson management requirements, part of our micro course, the Bizperity Marketing Criteria. You can purchase our book, the Bizperity Marketing System, on Amazon.com. It includes in-depth descriptions of the topics covered by this video. Or you can download our free version on Bizperity.com. It's available in 2 versions, one for small businesses and one for small and medium-sized enterprise. You can also find a link to our book on the Bizperity Marketing System on Amazon in our content library under Business Books. Management requirements address key items in the management processes that we've just been describing. You'll find these sprinkled throughout the marketing criteria. One of the benefits of using our marketing criteria comes from not having to figure out when you should address a particular management requirement. We have included them in the criteria where you would expect them to be. This means you don't have to think about them unless they pop up in a section of the criteria that you may be working on. We will describe the main management requirements that apply to any marketing activity you may be engaged in, from developing marketing goals and strategies to designing and launching campaigns to analyzing the results and integrating the lessons learned. As we've said before, the marketing system is organized to bring together marketing processes, research, planning, information, and learning within a unified structure that links these important elements of a marketing system in a logical way, making it easy to grow a simple marketing system into a more mature system. The management requirements list key items that should be addressed when you're engaged in developing and implementing marketing strategies. From challenges to marketing goals, campaign strategies, action plans, results, and learning. The criteria have integrated these process steps into the system structure so that they appear intuitively when and where you would expect them to appear. Here are the management requirements. They should look familiar to you by now. We're showing them listed together here, but in the criteria, they're listed in multiple places. That is because when you're using the criteria, you only use the items that pertain to what you're working on at the time. By integrating these management requirements through the criteria, you will find them when you need them. That means you don't have to decide whether they're relevant to what you're working on. You'll see them pop up naturally when they matter. You may recall from our first video lesson on the Bizperity marketing criteria that you could find the management requirements scattered throughout the criteria. They're located in strategic focus in the business framework, where you can get a view of the most important issues for your business from the 50,000-foot view. They can also be found in both the marketing process and sales process sections, where they're very granular. These are the areas where you'll spend most of your time designing and managing individual campaigns. So the issues are necessarily seen at the ground level, where they relate to specific campaigns. We'll walk through each of the management requirements one at a time, beginning with challenges, advantages, and opportunities. An advantage exists when you have an external market advantage like little or weak competition, or an internal capacity to respond more effectively than your competitors to changes in the marketplace, either because you have a more cost-effective marketing system or an experienced marketing staff. There are any number of factors that could give rise to an advantage over your competition. A challenge is a condition, either internal or external, in the marketplace that must be overcome. Challenges come in all sizes. Therefore, it's necessary to prioritize them and tackle those that can produce the greatest improvement at the smallest cost. Challenges can be broad, impacting your entire business, making them difficult to tackle with a single marketing campaign or marketing project. Other challenges are highly targeted, easily addressed by a single marketing campaign or marketing project. Opportunities usually rise out of innovations in products, services, business processes, marketing conditions, or competitive challenges that favor your business over a competitor. For example, a challenge for your competition is often an opportunity for you. Some opportunities may occasionally be so unique that there is no way to anticipate them before they present themselves, like when a competitor suddenly closes down. Being able to take advantage of opportunities is a major factor in determining your competitive abilities and ultimately your long-term sustainability. It helps you build a more resilient business. Small teams are more agile than larger teams found in much larger businesses with whom you may be competing. Agility helps you outmaneuver larger competitors. Finding and leveraging opportunities with strategic initiatives is one way to do that. Key strategies can apply to a single campaign or more broadly over multiple campaigns. We make an important distinction between enduring items and adaptable items in the criteria. Enduring items include campaigns and projects that have been running for more than 12 months and will continue into the future. These are proven strategies that continue to produce positive results for you. A mature marketing system will have more enduring items than a less mature marketing system. Building a mature marketing system requires you go through the hard work of testing all aspects of your campaigns and projects to improve their performance. Once you've achieved a highly performing campaign, you can run it almost on autopilot, but not completely, because campaigns should continuously be optimized to improve performance. Adaptable items include campaigns and projects that run for 1 year or less. These items change to meet marketing conditions or changes in customer behavior. If they endure for more than a year, you should put them in the enduring category. Marketing goals. Broad marketing goals are based on a vision for what you want to achieve. Broad goals are difficult to measure. That is because they are often described in vague terms. That's fine because that is the nature of these big vision goals. Highly targeted goals are goals that map one-on-one or nearly so to campaign objectives. For example, you may decide that you want to increase sales qualified leads to fill the upper sales funnel. The goal, increase sales qualified leads, is so specific that it is virtually identical with your campaign objective. Don't be confused when goals and objectives are this well aligned. Sometimes they are, but often they are not. And then you need to make sure you can define a measurable objective that fulfills your goal. Strategy. We've already described the approach for using the management requirements to work through the steps needed to create campaigns and other projects. This is a linear process, but you go through it multiple times, both within a single campaign and across multiple campaigns that are part of a larger strategy. The process is simple if you follow it and take the time to think strategically about what you want to do. Begin with a challenge, either large or small, and think about ways you can tackle it. Creating strategies is a creative process, applying what you know about how campaigns work to a campaign goal. Challenge, advantages, and opportunities. Action plan development. This is where you describe all your action plans for each campaign or marketing project. Provide details as necessary, including the key steps in the plan. Action plans are referenced in multiple locations in the marketing criteria. You can document them whenever you feel it is necessary. Use the criteria as a guide for deciding when to document these plans. Action plan deployment includes or is the detailed work of creating campaigns or other marketing projects. Once you become familiar with how to set up online campaigns, you'll see that this can be quite easy to do because these platforms simplify the process. This includes built-in A/B testing, audience selection tools, and other AI enhancements. There's no need to document the activities of deploying an action plan. After all, These are the steps you take when setting up a campaign, and many online ad platforms do much of the work for you. Simply make note of who is responsible for carrying out these actions. Challenge, advantages, opportunities, key action plan processes, action plan development. Key processes may involve any process or set of process described in the action plan. These should be agreed to by the appropriate parties during the planning process. In the case of campaigns, the descriptions may be quite simple, listing the ad platform and key campaign information, such as target audience, customer segments, the campaign goal, campaign objective, key conversions, KPIs, and a campaign schedule. Provide similar information if possible for marketing projects other than campaigns. Results, key action plan process, campaign outcomes, objectives and outcomes. All action plans should have key outcomes. Previously, we described the importance of picking the right metric to measure campaign objectives, which measure the outcome of a campaign. This is largely a matter of common sense. Just ask yourself, what is the action you want a prospect or customer to take? Whether it's clicking through to a landing page or a web page, filling out a form, or contacting you directly. Learning and integration, learning elements. They may include key outcome metrics, but they can also include any observations about the processes implemented as part of an action plan. Being grounded in the industry knowledge and practices as well as common sense knowledge about your business is the best guide for identifying learning outcomes and learning elements. Keep a record of both key outcome metrics for each campaign, including the KPI for key conversions and other relevant metrics that can provide insights into campaign performance, such as engagement metrics, click-through rates, open rates, and other useful metrics depending on the type of campaign you're running. Results and analysis. Data analysis includes a review of the information collected in the previous step. The data can be objective or subjective. It can include numeric data, descriptive data, and opinions. Campaign metrics should be defined during campaign planning and focus on key conversions. Campaign metrics are typically reported in dashboards by online ad platforms or CRMs. Offline metrics may also be reported through online reporting systems that are integrated with your CRM. You may have to record offline metrics manually. Record the most important metrics and other data for each campaign. Lessons learned. Keep a record of past lessons and add new ones following the campaign. Provide a brief description of the lessons learned and explain why they are important. Lessons learned represent significant business capital. Lessons can be suggested by anyone in the business, so it's good to find ways to encourage feedback from multiple sources, including employees throughout your business. Customers and stakeholders are also good sources for feedback. Agencies can also provide insights from campaigns that they run for you. If you have a marketing department, hold regular meetings to discuss possible lessons. Consider inviting the business owner and other key employees from other departments from time to time, just to get a fresh view on your work. Lessons integrated. Campaigns can be adjusted in real time based on performance, changing key elements, pausing or halting if they don't reach enough people, underperform on the number of conversions, or incur a high cost per conversion. Some lessons can provide greater insight into different aspects of your marketing system, such as what are your best performing audience? What are your best converting ads or content? Which customer segments produce the highest ROI? Which have the lowest ROI? Focus on the most valuable insights to maximize your learning. Campaign optimization in real time using A/B testing guarantees the best choices are integrated into a campaign, but it's important to be aware of the winning choices so you can be better informed about what works best. Make notes for future reference for all the ad elements for which you have data, for test audiences if you have the data, and comparisons between different campaigns and customer segments. Lessons integrated. Campaign optimization in real time using A/B testing guarantees the best choices are integrated into a campaign, but it's important to be aware of the winning choices so you can be better informed about what does work best. Make notes for future reference for all the ad elements for which you have data. Also, comparisons between different campaigns and customer segments. That completes this micro lesson, Management Requirements. You can purchase our book, The Bizperity Marketing System. It includes in-depth descriptions of the topics covered by this video, or download our free versions on bizperity.com. They're available in two versions, one for small businesses and one for small and medium-sized enterprise. Next time, we'll cover streamlining strategic planning. See you next time. Thank you for joining us.